Alrighty, howdy ho folks. Multiversal Medium here for another episode of Harvestella, the game that keeps taking away. Last time we fought Dianthus on a giant bridge and got them back in our party. Hooray, I guess. Or whatever. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. This episode is gonna, I don't know, grab some dirt. Do I have dirt? Let me grab some dirt. Yeah, dirt. Love me some dirt. So dirty. Just pop it in right there and call it good, because we're gonna go dungeon diving again. Why? Because I didn't learn last time when I got my face raffle stomped. It was different last time. I was not drinking smoothies on the side or something. I don't know. Who cares? This game's story is so bad still. This is supposed to be the chapter where it gets good, man. This is what people were like, yeah. This game, right? This game. This is the good officially, right? No, it isn't. Also, last episode I went over what's going on with the channel and why you might be seeing a lot of days without uploads kind of thing. Yeah. It kind of is what it is. Anybot. Let's just try to make progress into this dungeon as best we can. Honestly, just as best as we can. I honestly don't care if I keep dying in this dungeon. I lose money, and as we've been over, money's basically worthless. It really is. It does not amount to anything besides other means of making money, and well, as we've been over multiple times, that doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. I have no reason to want to make money in universe. If it was used to feed more into the JRPG element, maybe. I mean, possibly. There's a chance. I would have to like the JRPG element or find the JRPG element so difficult I want to simplify it. But it's neither of those, so why would I exactly care? Like, I have no reason to want to feed into this aspect of the game. Because the JRPG element is just a means to try and finish this plot, honestly. That's the long and short. Like, the JRPG element is just me trying to finish this game. Because I don't like the game. There is nothing else going on in this, like, dungeon diving or, like, combat system. They have skill trees and a class system, and I love that in video games, and it's like, no, that does nothing for me in this scenario. It's so poorly designed. It's so poorly handled. Nothing about this combat or anything is more than a means to the end to progressing the plot, and the plot isn't even worth it. There's not a single gameplay loop this entire game that just feels gratifying in any way, shape, or form. If we came across an NPC that wanted to collect like any and all fish to like fill a museum or something, I don't even know if I'd be all for that. And that's usually my bread and butter, yo. I love that kind of nonsense in games. Because I like fishing in games. Just always have. So being able to fill out an aquarium, yeah, you're dang right I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, I've done it in Animal Crossing. It means I played for an entire year in every single like version of Animal Crossing there is. It's worth it. I love it. Anyways, I guess we're just going to be Oh, that just kind of circles back. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, this is actually probably progress considering there's a locked door right here. This is actually our meta progress right there. That makes sense. Pop that on so the freaking tanks can actually just stay alive, so I can just stay in the back and shoot random attacks. Yeah, this looks like meta progress, kind of, sort of. And that's probably meta progress right there. I can't believe we need to go through such stupid winding hallways just to move forward. Oy vey. Sucks. It just sucks. Like, there's... Can you guys think of a way of, like, making this combat better without completely reinventing it? Can you think of a way to... I don't know, make the farming aspect better without completely reinventing how it works? Because I honestly can't. I legitimately can't. I think this game is low-key cooked from, like, the ground up. Like, there's no way to properly, like, fix how bad this game is. Like, it just sucks. Like, what about this combat system could be improved? Let's see here. Chicken Nick sandwiches or stir fries? Let's go with the stir fries. Okay, cool. Whatever. Like, this dungeon diving isn't gratifying in any way, shape, or form. The puzzles aren't gratifying in any way, shape, or form. The bow system, that's just a freaking poorly copied version of Etrian Odysseys, isn't gratifying in any shape or form. Like, what could they do to improve this game so it's actually decent? Because I know people actually consider this game good. I mean, they're wrong, but they do consider that. As we all know, everyone's entitled to their own crappy opinion. My best friend tends to have a lot of bad opinions. He fully admits it too, that he just has bad opinions about things. Funny. But like... what exactly could you do to make this good? The game just isn't good in every aspect. The writing's horrible. The choreography for the cutscenes are bad. The OST is alright. Like, I know, I think I said, like, first episode, it's like, yeah, I always give freaking the Final Fantasy team props for their OST and soundtrack and stuff. They usually nail that stuff. We have various cutscenes with no music in it. Like, regularly. We have a lot of cutscenes with no sound. Not only that, we also just tend to have cutscenes and like various other moments with bad songs that don't fit the cutscene. Like when we were doing the whole Winter Seas Light story arc, and we have Mr. Edgelord in his little area that he's like hiding away from the church from, and we bring a major church official in there. And it's just got happy-go-lucky music, you know? Story of Seasons, haha, silly music. Just has that constantly going. Why? Why would it have that going? Like, it's not just the fact, like, some of these songs aren't fitting. It's that the entire sound design just seems like they stopped caring after a bit and just put whatever. Or didn't put anything whatsoever. Because we get moments without soundtracks. You can like the songs all well and good, but if they're not utilized well, what does that matter? Like, legit, what does that matter? You're not in the game properly at that point. What does it matter? Oh, right, I can jump. I keep forgetting that's a thing because it's so rarely utilized. Small Thunder Core. Cool. Whatever. It's over here. It's probably a rest spot that... I don't know. Appears to be a broken war machine. Might find some useful... No, screw... Why would I need parts from a broken war machine? By the way, just have something busted right there, like one of these, like, enemies. Like, just have it, like, as a static object. That's not hard to do. It's really not. It's not difficult. Is one of these enemies not activated? Like, when you take into consideration what I brought up as a possibility last episode and how they're handling cutscenes, I think I understand why there's no static objects for those little moments. It's because they can't program them right for that kind of nonsense. This game is so horribly programmed from the, like, foundation upwards, I swear. And it's just the fact that they didn't handle it well. Like, yes, it's stable, cool, the game is stable, you can play the game. That doesn't mean they programmed it well. Is there a reason I can just... Oh, I'm full hunger? Can I just not eat again? Cool. That's a feature. It's apparently been a feature for a minute. Okay. Didn't know that. That's never been brought up in any tutorial, that you can't, like, use a healing item if it, like, raises your satiety. If you're full on satiety. Yeah, that's never been brought up. It's almost like that's kind of effing important. It should determine how you go about your healing items. Wow, that's... Almost, right, guys? Almost. Ah, well. Doesn't matter. Never got a tutorial. Never got a tutorial for how to switch jobs or anything. That was just kind of said in random text. Had to mess around with it just to figure it out again during a boss fight, because it's not in any of the tutorial infographics. Not like this game has 2 different tutorial infographics and then just only saves one of them. Gosh, I freaking... Why did they design it like this? Why is this so effed from the ground up? Why can't I have a single moment in this game where I'm like, awesome, cool, that's great, without it being instantly plagued by something else? Wait, you're going the wrong way. Cool, cool. You're just not gonna let me. Yeah, you're not gonna... Nope, we gotta do this cutscene thing. Okay, sure. Why not? What does it matter? I hate this in every game that does this. Because I'm someone who loves to explore. But nope, we gotta go over here. This is important. Look, they have a giant, like, hologram planetarium thing. This is important. Look, it's really cool. What is this room? Freaking dumb is what it is. This is where we control the monolith. Are you going to talk about what the heck that is? What does it do? Control. How would the omens do that? Can we talk about what the monoliths do? This is the same monolith that we use day to day, right? Day to day what? What do you use it for? Can we get exposition? The one and the same. What do you use it for? I don't think I like the sound of that. What the hell are you guys up to? What do you use monoliths for? We have no ulterior motive. We prepared the monolith and gifted it to you. BS for one. Like, BS. No ulterior motive, my ass. Like, even if it was like, let's take this scenario where ancient aliens, because Arya apparently is a wonderful spokesperson for ancient aliens. Let's take that scenario where a more advanced species came down to a lower ranked species and gave them the technology and the means to elevate themselves. No ulterior motives. No, there are. There always are. Even if it's just the higher ranked species being philanthropic. That's still an ulterior motive. Maybe it's the higher ranked species trying to elevate the lower ranked one. That's still an ulterior motive. Don't lie to me. You're not good at it. Are you saying you omens made the monolith? What does the monolith do? Correct. We control the amount of energy that builds up within so as to make sure it does not explode. What? What energy? Why would they explode? No ulterior motives. These things could just blow up in every single one of your towns. But we're watching over it. Don't worry. What do they do? Why do we need them for every day? Nobody will say that. Why would you give us something so dangerous? Oh, Meep's got the right view of it. It was you who chose to enter this castle. It is now your duty to listen to the truth. Do not lose composure. Dianthus. This is where we control the monolites. You made the monolites? Yeah, why would you do that? No ulterior motive, it was a gift. Anyways, this is the area where we control the energy levels of the monolites and make sure they don't explode. Why would you give us something that explodes? Shut up and listen. That was the entire cutscene thus far. Do you realize how effing stupid this is? I care not for silly baubles of monolite. Take me to my princess immediately. Nobody cares, unicorn. Certainly. So can the unicorn go, like, downstairs? Like, I don't know about horse. What was the point? What? No, BS. Is there another doorway we're supposed to go through? No, BS. Effing BS. No, this is stupid. Like, I'm not upset at the exposition. I'm not. But legit, we couldn't go further down a hallway because Dianthus said, that's the wrong way. We can't go down there. We don't need to go down there. That's the wrong path. So we go to this room. This room is just a single room where Dianthus says they made the monolites. And now we need to go back the other way that it wouldn't let us before. Because that's the correct path. That is effing dumb. All they needed to do was... I crap you not. Why did they do it like that? All they needed to do was have us go up the stairs onto this floor. Go into that big room. There's no other pathway. Have the cutscene. And on the opposite side of that big planetarium room is where we need to go. That's all they needed to do. Why did they make it like this? Why? What's the point of doing it that way? What, like, thought process was like, yeah, let's have this as a side room. Oh, but it's like lore stuff, even though it's not well-made lore stuff. Oh, well, then we want people to experience it, so we need them to go into the side room. How are we going to get them to go into the side room? Oh, we'll make it like a mandatory cutscene, because they won't be able to go elsewhere, because that's the wrong way, even though it's the correct way to go? Yeah. What the F is the effing point? It's like level 50. I can't deal with that. That's an actual foe. Whatever. So what are we looking at? Nope, not through there. Or here. Okay, cool. 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 Funky, 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 fresh, 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 fresh. Honestly, I don't think we're going to be getting any further. I think we've reached the limit for this dungeon dive. But yeah, like, I'm not going crazy, right? That was just really stupidly handled, correct? Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like I'm constantly being gaslit. And, like... I am fine with games being obtuse. I just played on my channel a game that was like a very abstract, like, puzzle game about introspection and stuff called Recursive Ruin, and how every single freaking puzzle is like a fractal and stuff. I'm not against that kind of like obtuseness, step 5 steps back just so you can move 6 steps forward from there kind of thing. I'm not against that. It's fine. It really is. This game's just designed poorly, and I feel like it's gaslighting me while trying to say it's designed wonderfully. And it's paired with people giving it a 7 out of 10 online. When does the plot get good? When? When is this the good bit? When am I finally like, oh, they've been building up for this for like the entire time. Oh, this is awesome. When do we get that moment? Beatrice. Oh, can we actually fortify our weapons now? Can we actually fortify our weapons again? Go to freaking town and try that real quick. Get some chaos powder. Try that. I don't care about letters. You guys don't do anything besides just watch the mailman come and go. Like, stop. Cease thy effery. Seriously, just cease thy effery. But yeah, it's just poorly designed. And I'm suddenly just getting flashbacks to... So I'm recording this like at the end of March. And I'm pretty certain a good number of episodes ago I mentioned I'm going on a trip at the start of March. I did that trip. It was a trip in various ways. Anyways, opens at 8 p.m. Cool, cool, cool. Funky, 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 fresh, fresh, fresh. I guess I'll, I don't know, fish? Is this something good to do for a period of time? I don't know. Does money matter? No, it doesn't. So yeah, this is just as worthless as running around in circles, honestly. Anyways, that trip was a trip. But I was driving like every single day of that trip and going insane. Like legitimately just going bat crap insane because the area we were at, its infrastructure felt like it was gaslighting me. You'd go into a left turn lane and they would have their left turn like lights and then a sign right next to it where it said flashing yellow means yield. You know, something you should probably learn if you know you're driving. Apparently they need like signs like that everywhere because people didn't know a flashing yellow meant yield. When you're getting off the expressway, it would have like the expressway's like speed limit, obviously right there. And then like a few feet in front of that. Oh yeah, we can actually just upgrade our stuff. Cool. Yeah. 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 Upgrading our stuff. Oh. I guess we can upgrade other people's stuff too if you want. Yeah, sure, why not? Who cares? Oh, wait, out of money. Doesn't matter. Goodbye. Wait, considering the fish. Wait. Can I eat the fish raw? No, wait, hold up. No, it's just an ingredient for cooking. I just saw it there for like usable items and I'm like, can I just eat this boy? Can I go full freaking Smeagol? I'm totally willing to go full Smeagol to cut down on crafting nonsense. I am. I would just eat a raw fish, just like while mumbling incoherencies in this game, if it meant I didn't have to constantly craft. That's the lengths I'm willing to go for just not playing some portions of this game. Anyways, so you'd get to an exit ramp on the expressway, the freeway, whatever you guys want to call it, where you're at. There's a lot of different ways you can call it. I got called out for calling it the expressway when I was there. And like, it has the expressway speed limit, and then like, I want to say 10 feet after that, it has the like 10 miles per hour under that speed limit. Yes, I'm in America, not kilometers. I think I've been over this. And then like 10 feet after that, it has 10 miles per hour under that. And it keeps doing that every 10 feet until it gets to the speed limit you should be when taking a ramp and doing a turn. Literally every few feet or so, it just reminds you, you should slow down. And I'm just thinking to myself, if the people in the vehicles here need to be reminded to slow down when taking a turn and getting off the expressway, they shouldn't be driving. And honestly, that was the majority of the time I was driving down there. Gosh, what else? They had medians basically everywhere. Oh, that's a thing. Nope, we're not doing this. Screw you guys. Like, nope, we're just not doing that. It's not what's happening. We'll just walk around. Congrats, you're not a necessary fight. Does not matter. I don't care about that. This is one of the only games where I don't want to explore. Like, I love exploring in video games. This is one of the only ones where it's like, oh, I could explore? Yeah, whatever. Let's just kind of skip exploration if we can help it. But, they had medians in between the ongoing and oncoming traffic, which are basically like just cement and so on, just areas in between ongoing and oncoming traffic. Makes sense, right? You'll see it a lot in a lot of different areas, depending. Usually downtown-y kind of stuff. Usually areas with a lot of one-way stuff, because like it basically turned all their streets into one-way streets, and then there'd be breaks in these medians where you'd have to U-turn if you wanted to get on the other direction. So there was a lot of no left turning, basically, when you're coming off a street. You'd have to turn into the one-way and then do a U-turn. Honestly, fine, whatever. I don't super care about it. It's totally doable. It's something that took like half a day to get used to. But then after being a week there, I realized why it was there. And the entire reason they had this whole setup. And it basically just became obvious they have this whole setup because they needed the medians to stop people from crashing into one another. Because people would crash into each other otherwise. Like, I don't claim to be great at driving. I'm a defensive driver. I'm overly defensive in some people's eyes. I give a lot of distance between me and the person in front of me in case either A, they need to slam on their brakes, or B, somebody wants to freaking like try and cut around me, around them. It is what it is. So on and so forth. I would have gotten into, I want to say, 4 or so traffic accidents if I wasn't well down there, because people just, as soon as they're out of construction, decided to weave around me and other people because they think that's normal. Like legit, nearly on my front bumper weave around me, and there's not even a car length between me and the other individual. I needed to slow down because, hey, we were going pretty slow right around then, so it's okay to be a bit closer. Because depending on speed, the distance you need between you and the other individual changes. You know, defensive, proper driving. You get used to it as you keep doing it. So yeah, I know I'm not the best driver, I really ain't. I don't claim to be, and I don't ever intend to claim to be. What the absolute F were the drivers doing during that trip, and why was their entire infrastructure having to be built around the fact that they're bad drivers? It was effing absurd. Like, just purely and entirely effing absurd. Meanwhile, the few moments I'm not driving, let's say when my future father-in-law was driving or whatever, oh cool, we got one of these like little mazes type things. This is fun, right? This is fun. This is the fun times happening right now, yeah? Oh, it's my goats. Totally fun. Anyways, when my future father-in-law or whatever was driving, 100%, he had gotten so used to newer vehicles which will scream at you if you're about to crash, basically, that he was merging and like turning and stuff without looking whatsoever. He was expecting like his car to just yell at him if he was about to hit something, because he didn't care anymore. He got so used to that. Which, hey, cool. That kind of tech, I'm certain, has saved a lot of lives. That's really nice. His over-reliance on it means his vehicle that did that for him was in the shop. So he wasn't in a vehicle that did that anymore. He 100% was just merging and turning with the expectation of his vehicle yelling at him if he died right then and there. When he no longer had a vehicle that would yell at him because he'd die right then and there, because he kept crashing the one that did. And those are the drivers in the area I was at while on a trip. I can't remember how I phrased it for the channel or whatever. Maybe I phrased it a bit like a vacation or whatever. It was not a vacation. It was arguably work. It was something I and my fiance were not looking forward to. It was something necessary, but still, both of us were like low-key, we seriously got to do this? It's like, yeah, we got to do this. Okay, let's hold out. Let's do this. And just every moment we were alone, like, oh my effing gosh. That kind of nonsense. So it wasn't exactly a fun excursion or anything. It was a necessity. And just glad to be home. Sadly, when I got home, had other fires to put out, so now we're in low power mode for the channel, but could be worse. I am still able to get some stuff out. There was a brief moment, like, legit, there was a few days where it's like, am I gonna have to completely stop uploading on the channel? like, I might not have time to get any content. Am I gonna have to legit, like, go a few weeks without any content on the channel? Because it's starting to feel that way. And honestly, it almost was. I'm glad we're able to still keep up to this degree. But yeah, there was a brief moment where it's like, okay, I might actually have to legit go full hiatus on the channel until I can get something. Yeah, here we are. Hopefully consistent, albeit a bit less content constantly flowing out. How close are we to another random little checkpoint thing? I think we got this over here. This is... okay. You touch the device and the display changes to select the 4 correct answers. No, I don't care. I do not care. I do not. This is not Knights of the Old Republic where I actually give enough about that kind of stuff. It really isn't. Which, okay, going on this side. Okay. Like 100%. I do not care about that nonsense. Do not even try to make me care about that nonsense. Got that open. That goes right to the entrance. Curious how far we need to go down this way, because I think this is just like almost a straight shot to where we need to go. Yeah, I think it's right up there. I guess we can go do that real quick and call it an episode. This is me being really stupid, by the way. There's a solid chance that is a cutscene and we are out of time for this episode. Like a very solid chance. That being said, yeah, actually, yeah, we're gonna have to call it here. I'm gonna go back, freaking pop a save and call it good. We have our backtrack point, we're good. We'll circle back to our house real quick. Heal up. Consider it a day. As honestly, how much further we got down this direction? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Not this episode. Do I think we can do it? Oh, totally. Legit, I don't think it's an issue to fight. I just don't think we have enough time this episode, and all things considered, I need to focus on getting other stuff out, so I need to record something else after this. Start building up a little repertoire of episodes and stuff. Wait, actually, is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. Definitely this way. Okay. Let's head back home. Heal up. Pop a save. Call it good. Gosh, it's gotta be so nice being able to sleep in my own shed without having to worry about someone just constantly leaving the lights on, you know? Really nice. Finally having some peace and quiet because someone doesn't want to, I don't know, read in the bed next to me all night or just hammer away on projects all night. Like, why the heck do I want Arya back? Anyways, guys, it's been an episode. I'll talk to y'all in another episode of Harvestella or whatever the heck else is going up on my channel. Like I said, should be having a few one-offs here and there. But until then, I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.